Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel once again. This is your friend Abhishek, but not a financial advisor. And this is gonna be a quick update video on Bitcoin and what is actually happening with Bitcoin and what I think what might happen with Bitcoin in the coming weeks or in coming days. Now, you must have noticed if you're a regular viewer of my channel that I have not made a single video on crypto. But especially in these times when the whole market is crashing, I do think that this is an amazing opportunity also to invest into Bitcoin. Now, I am not a big fan of altcoins, yeah, and I do think that many of those altcoins might not even survive this kind of a market, but who knows? I mean, I can be 100% wrong, but for me, if I want to invest into crypto to diversify my risk, even though I can see that no, it is not acting as a hedge anymore against inflation, but still I would like to put my hands into crypto, I would still prefer the top 10 or maximum top 15 market cap cryptos, and that's all. And that's why Bitcoin being the father and the mother of all the crypto, that's why I do think that Bitcoin should be your bread and butter if you want to make your hands dirty with crypto, especially in these times, because I do think that those coins will not even survive this kind of a market. And yeah, but I believe that investing in crypto can diversify our risk. Yeah, though we can see that people are realizing that crypto is a risky asset and it is not considered as a hedge anymore. Even though when people said that Bitcoin has only a limited circulating supply of 19 million and it's going to end, but people are realizing that everything what is having a limited supply doesn't mean that the price will keep on increasing for that particular product or that particular asset in this case. So that's why this is quite important to understand that everything which is in a limited supply might not be a hedge against inflation. Yeah, that means the demand will keep on increasing. That is not necessary. Some things which are made in limited supply might even not exist in the coming years. Okay, but anyways, I'm not talking about Bitcoin that it won't exist. All I'm saying is that we can see that it is not acting as a hedge against inflation or against dark times. So anyways, so we can see that Bitcoin has dropped massively and is at $23,209. It even touched the $21,000, and I do think that it has more potential to fall further, and that is because still the numbers from the Fed are going to come this week. Now you might think that all that already has been baked into the price, but I don't think so. So we can have a look at the technical chart. So we can actually see that Bitcoin price was actually fluctuating between this parallel channel, and we can also assume that this was acting as a double top, even though the second leg was much higher than the first leg. But it is not always necessary that the second leg or the other leg might not be higher, or it has to be at the same level. So yeah, so at the same resistance. But we can imagine that this was acting as a parallel channel, and finally this was the time when Bitcoin had to come down because of this double top pattern. And apart from that, we can see that this channel was finally broken 5 or 6 days ago. So we know that, okay, the channel has been broken because it was not broken that heavily consecutively 5 to 6 days. So we do know that, okay, this is again broken. So now, of course, people might have thought that, okay, this resistance would be broken and this year Bitcoin should have touched $100,000. Many predicted like that. Katie Woods was one of them as well, and she predicted it to be at least $250,000. Now, many would say that, okay, this price target was not reached because the ETF was not released, but that is not the case, guys. And people would say that, yeah, that's because of the regulations and big institutions could not actually buy those ETFs and so on and so on. But that is not the case. We can clearly see that due to this uncertainty in this asset class, people are definitely not comfortable in holding Bitcoin or any other crypto during such dark period. As simple as that. And we can clearly see that the stock market, the asset class, which is usually getting affected by all the macroeconomical situation, and that's normal for the stock market, but for the crypto as well, we can see that all the fear of inflation is also actually building up in the community who are crypto fans. Yeah. So this is why we can clearly see that this asset class is not anymore a strong asset class to hold on to during such dark times. In fact, like I said, I have said this many times also before, but I am repeating that crypto is a risky class, and that's one of the reasons why value investors are not jumping into any crypto. But for me, I'm not a value investor, and I do think that this could be an opportunity, a lifetime opportunity now in such times, both for the stock market and for the crypto as well. Of course, people must not have guessed this part, only few might have. Of course, I'm not one of them, but now as we can see that the times are not in favor of crypto and the inflation numbers are getting higher and higher, and we can see that this asset class is also not performing as an hedge. So I do believe that Bitcoin will continue to fall. So as we can see that this parallel channel has been broken now, and it is currently trading at 23,000, what we just saw. So the important thing now is if we go onto the weekly chart, and we can see that the 200-day simple moving average is still not broken, and this is one of the most important things what we can expect. If you guys are a Bitcoin holder and you don't want Bitcoin to fall further, then you must expect that it should hold this position, and it can then bounce up and make a curve and then fall again. So this zigzag should be there, but this position it should hold. But I do think that it won't be able to hold this position. If it does, then good for you guys. But if it doesn't, then if we just bring this leg down all the way, then I do think that the next support will be $17,000. And this is my price target for Bitcoin. And I do believe that Bitcoin can hit $17,000 range. And yeah, nobody knows what can happen. Now we know that crypto is a volatile asset, and like I said, people are fearful. And of course, when the recession will hit after this inflation period, then people would be more hesitant to put their money into such risky asset. But for me, this is again an opportunity. So I started again when it broke this channel right here. So I actually started at 28,000, 27,000 to build up some position. And now, of course, I bought a bit more at this support level, which is the 200-day simple moving average for a weekly chart. So I started buying yesterday, 22,000 at 22,000. And now the majority of my money is still waiting because I kept aside, and I was not investing into crypto since a long time. It was just a small savings plan which I was investing in crypto. But as soon as I realized in March that no, crypto is not acting as a hedge, and people are definitely taking out their money and they are becoming quite fearful, and especially after the Terra crash and now Celsius and all these stuff going on with crypto, people are becoming much and much more fearful to invest into such risky assets. So anyways, so I'm looking in for this support right here, 17,000. It might go lower if it doesn't hold this position. So yes, I will be saving some money to see Bitcoin coming into this price range right here. But of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can be wrong, but that is my price target. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. So hold on to your businesses, hold on to your assets who you really believe in, and there is always a light in the end of the tunnel. Now, I don't know how big this tunnel is going to be, but there will be light in the end of the tunnel. So that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and ciao.